Hi, my name is Ray Jackson, and these are my capstone project ideas. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, I was in England. It was a tough time for everyone, with intense lockdown restrictions that prevented people from going outside more than 15 minutes a day, loss becoming a common subject among families, and most kids turned to the internet for escapism from a traumatic time. So, I took these matters into my own hands. Knowing technology was easily accessible for kids during this period, I began crafting a video game based on grief. The project aims to develop an emotional video game centered on grief, with a dual mission of fostering relatability for those who have experienced loss and raising awareness about the critical implications of mental health. For my capstone, I will continue to work on this game I've been working on for the last 3 years, particularly prioritizing working on the meticulous character designs and storytelling, allowing the game to immerse players in the profound emotional journey of characters grappling with grief through a visual experience during the gameplay, ultimately allowing them to connect deeply with the theme. Simultaneously, it will bring to attention the importance of mental health and caring for others, underscoring the significance of seeking support when dealing with grief and its potential mental health repercussions. For this project, I'd be requesting a mentor within the medical or psychological field who works primarily with patients struggling with grief or trauma for a better understanding of how to implement it into my game. My second idea partially branches off of my first. I want to be able to continue working on this video game, but I want to get more specific with it. For my capstone, I'll be branching away from the idea of working on the game as a whole, and instead, focusing on one scene of the game. By the end of the year, my goal would be to finish the entire opening scene of the game. This would mean creating the character designs, making the soundtrack and sound design, animating the storyboard for cutscenes, and coding the entire scene. Now, I know this sounds like a lot, but I'm confident I could do this. I've done this process in the past in less than 2 months, meaning I'd still have time. I hope that if I can finish the scene in my video game, I can send it out to beta testers, review their feedback, adjust what's needed, and publish this section of the game as a teaser to get the audience attention and gain the support I need to finish the game as a whole in the future. For this project, I'd request students or teenagers willing to be beta testers for my game. My third idea strays a bit away from my last two. I'm a third culture kid, and if you don't know what that means, it means I've grown up in 3 or more cultures or a different culture from both of my parents. Throughout my life, I've lived in 3 different countries and 3 other states and have had the blessing of traveling the world. I plan on majoring in studio art animation and using this major to create character designs and animations for video game companies. The ability to share the beauty of different cultures and the experiences of people I've met around the world in a visual form of art is one that I find a love in. A lot of media lacks the representation of many cultures, heritages, and ethnicities, and it's something I'd love to see more of. So for my capstone project, I want to create at least 10 different character designs based on different cultures I've been able to experience firsthand to test my creation abilities and help spread representation of culture to the world. For this project, I'd request help from people willing to share their culture and what they want to see represented in a character. That's all for my 3 capstone pitches. Thank you so much for your time and consideration.